Hello everyone, this is Shayna from Kaiyuni Kreations. Guys, welcome back to another video. I've got two of these super cute junk journals, and they're actually made from upcycled wallpaper. For those of you who are joining me the first time, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who have been with me all along and helped me get towards that 1,000 subscriber goal, guys, thank you for hanging in there. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And today we're going to look at these two super cute junk journals that I actually made from wallpaper covering. These are the little bands that go across the top of your wall. And I just thought they were kind of cute and decided to see what I can do, with them. They are soft covers, right? And again, use upcycled cardboard. This is soft cover too, just a different, kind of wallpaper. You can see the borders. So we're going to do a quick flip through and see how we like them. This one here is a little more of like the shabby chic, rustic sort of journal. It's quite chunky, even though it's small. All right, you've got two signatures. I added a little bit of ruffles at the edge here, that fabric that I sewed on. And it's got this little bit of an intricate old world design. And I left the threads hanging. Of course, they can always be removed. And of course, you've got your signatures. Now this here is if you want to add your own beads or anything. I've left this open. I didn't cut them so that you can do that. So here we have it. You have the old wallpaper, fabric ruffles that are sewn on, two signatures. And then you've got fabric ruffles at the back. And of course, there's threads hanging everywhere. So as we go in here, and I kind of kept even the cardstock that I used, the kind of that old world shabby chic kind of thing. We got a little bit of lace trim on the inside here with this inside cover pocket, and just a little flip through kind of book journal thing for you to write with, made of different scrap materials from this journal. Okay, so if you want to add extra journaling space, you have it there. We got this vintage clock. It is a tuck spot. There's lovely little vintage clocks, and the die cut that I used, to make this the layer beneath it. So basically 3 layers. You've got a clock, you've got a die cut, and then just a circle. And of course, you have this French cardstock paper, and that's the back side of it. This is coffee dyed paper, more journaling space. And then I made these little journaling cards, from a old one of those garden books that you have here. You've got this lovely pocket with this French scenery on the paper here, and of course a chiffon pocket. If you want to take a closer look at that paper, that's beautiful paper. It's more like a country scene kind of thing. I don't know if it's necessarily French. And then you have the back side. You have another, this is a belly band. It's a double belly band actually. And I really should find something to, I'm just going to use this old envelope because it's the only thing I've got nearby. But this is like a double belly band. Alright, so you can, tuck even more treasures in there. I've got this old magazine paper. I think this magazine like from the 1970s. Probably older than I am. But, it's great paper. And then I have here, this is hand sewn around the edge, and this is where you have some of the threads coming from. And then I just put this little sticker on there. It looks like it's an old lantern. And that's the back side. It shows like old ads. Just love these old newspaper ads. This is a bit of rice paper. You can also write on it. And of course you have book page, which I stamped, and then you have this lovely washi tape. I'm getting my stuff. This is a old coffee dyed paper bag that I coffee dyed, and I just kind of slid it in there. So you can use it as extra storage as well. You can tuck items in here, if you wish. Works well. Of course, you've got your music page. And now we've got another page with a tuck spot here. This is upcycled packaging paper that I use, as well as some of that old, this is like from an old encyclopedia. You can see 1970, older than some of us. You've got your rice paper, upcycled packaging paper, and of course, all of this is room for you to journal on. And it's like a little booklet that I make. You have plant geography if you're interested in that. I just kind of love the bright colors. Shows you the different roots and flowers, right? Ginkgo, conifers, you know, this is the cycads, and of course the sunflower, marigold. I think it's a marigold, dandelion. No, looks like a sunflower, sorry. And of course more journaling space. But if you're interested in that sort of thing, if not, it's just pretty to look at. I love this little, yeah, it looks like yellow wood, the pattern on the paper. And this is the back side. You've got more of that country scrapbooking paper. And I love this little tag that I made. Your journal at the back. The front is decorative. You have that little lady in front there. And of course, a little bit of lace. And again, this here is more journaling space. And you've got this beautiful paper back here. I did the sewing around the edges. And I just love this. It's a simple page. It looks like typewriter, those old typewriter keys. And then of course you've got two of these die cut tuck spots in the corner here that I did. So you have a lower one and an upper one. But I think the combination is just gorgeous. And again, if you want to add beads or charms, you have enough, you know, string left to do that. And you've got some of the thread hanging, makes it a little bit more shabby. And of course you've got craft doily. You know, you can write on it, stamp on it. All this is a writing space. And this is the back side of it. Music paper. And this is the back side of that paper bag, coffee dyed paper bag. The back side of the stamped paper. And of course the rice paper. And then you've got this here again. These are actually tuck spots. You have one here and one on the other side. And this is the rest of that old vintage magazine, talking about amplifiers and music instruments. Here I made a pocket. I just love this ribbon. And again, tuck spot. And if you can get it in here, you can do that as well. Or you can put it somewhere else in the journal. I just love this gold paper. It goes well with this at the bottom here. And this is the back side of it. You have another journaling card, again with a gardening journal on it. Coffee dyed paper. This is coffee dyed cardstock. And I think it's the 110 gram cardstock that you get at Michael's. And this is a tuck spot. I think I just love these little old vintage clocks. But if you want to tuck something in there, you could. Maybe a little piece of a journaling paper. And of course you've got the stitching around the edge, the black stitching. This is the back side of that. This is the second signature, and again, it looks like a fence honestly, or a gate, but it's a wooden design. And I made a pocket with it, and then you've got these two studs here. And of course you've got an inverted pocket at the back here. This is like from old vintage children's writing books, just kind of very delicate. Coffee dyed, oh, those little index cards. And then you've got this little paper here, you know, the different shoes, so maybe the 1800s. But that's what they used to look like, folks. And on the back side, I've got a little, this isn't a move, but it's a little tuck spot that you can take it out. And if you needed to write something additional, you've got that here and on this side. And then you fold it up and you tuck it back in there. And it's got this little, I love this little sticker here, and I put a petal as well as a die cut branch in there. Music paper, more coffee dye. This is regular paper. And again, we have this old magazine page. Just trying to read some of it to see. 1975, April of 1975. I just thought it would have been a cool addition just to make it also definitely vintage. And then we just got this here. I've highlighted the little shoe that they wore back then. And this is the back side of that. We've got us another tuck spot here. And just look at this tag. I love this tag that I put together. Writing on the back, of course. You got a little brad here. A little bit of hemp lace, it looks like. I've made little die cuts in the book page. So I love how that came out. More coffee dyed paper. More of a book page that you can use. You have your center signature. This is kind of very subtle, shabby chic center. I love. And I left, again, you can cut these off if it's not your style. That's not a problem. More coffee dyed paper. And there's more of this beautiful paper that you can use to add items on or to write on. And then 1975, we have more of that magazine page. And that's what the stereos looked like back then, guys. Coffee dyed paper. I just love this little gold butterfly accent. And I put on the music page here. Looks like some kid drew something in there from back then. And then, of course, you have another belly band with this lovely lace detail that you can see here. And it should not be stuck down. If you see that, I just love that lovely lace detail. And this actually fits right in here with the green. And that's the back side of that, the back of the index card. More of those children's writing book paper. Love this little gold page here. And then I've just put a giant envelope kind of. I didn't seal it, so you can open it and write in it if you wanted to, or you can seal it and make it an envelope. But I've just kind of stuck this here so that you can move it around as you see fit. And then, of course, this is the back page. We've got that lace detail again, the ruffles, which is, you know, sewn down, and, you know, everything just with the threads out, just to give it that shabby look. So this is it. 2 signatures thick. It's very small, as you can see, but it's just the width of the wallpaper. It's a good way to use wallpaper if you've got any hanging around. I believe I got this in one of those little antique or thrift stores, either antique shop or a thrift store. And I just thought, you know, let me try to see if I can use it in this way. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It has its own intricate design. So, you know, we're good to go. And then the other one that I have, this is more of like a country scene. Of course, you know, the traditional white picket fence. Everything is in bloom, so it's either spring going into summer or full summer. And this is the back as well. But I just thought this one was pretty as well. And of course, we never use things for what they're intended. We always try to repurpose or upcycle. So here is your wallpaper being upcycled. This is a different kind of fringe I've put on this one here, a different kind of trim that we'll go through. So on the inside here, you can see it here. I just thought it was so pretty. And then I've got to have a double pocket here. And this is just a little tag. And this little pocket, and I've got this beautiful butterfly tag. It's a different 1, 2. This is like, yeah, plastic in here, 3 layers. And I do have a tutorial on how I made these, so I'm gonna go ahead and link that down there if you're interested. And we've got that. I just think the colors all go with the front here. This is the front page. We got some washi tape here, and this is just me reusing the scraps I got from this particular journal here. And of course, we've got this giant, lovely sticker here. I just love this paper. And I believe this is a tuck spot here. It is. Made from a die cut. And now we've got another one here. Happiness blooms from within. I just love this little paper. I've got our music page. I've got this die cut that I did. I cut out and it just flips up. And this is on rice paper. So it flips up for you to journal on. But it's just so pretty. Of course, we've got more journaling space here, a little tuck spot here. And this is some writing paper from a children's book. It's this one is just regular on white paper. It's not necessarily vintage, but it's additional journaling space for you. And again, this is just regular copy paper. And I use a negative from one of my die cuts, and I put it on here to get this border. And now we've got this little thing. I don't know if you can see the impressions here, but it's actually, I used one of my dies to make that brick formation. It shows up better on the underside, but you can feel it on this side here. So it feels sort of like a wall. I just love the purple, and then this piece complements it beautifully. And then this is the back side. I kind of made it into like a tuck spot. Right? But of course you can journal anywhere. Of course you've got your book page. I just love the little green. We went with this page here. And I added a little bit of a map page. It was just randomly selected. We got your checkered paper. And these here, what I did was the scraps that I had left over. You know, you've seen some of the pages here, like for instance, this page here. We've passed the brown one. We've passed this one. So the scraps that were left over, I just kind of cut them into the strips and made just a journaling card with them. So this is not stapled down or stuck anywhere, so you can put it wherever you'd like to. This center page here is actually a pocket. So if you want to slide it in there, you could. I think both sides, well, this side is open. So I made a pocket on this side, I left this side open. And then this here, you can pretty much fit it in wherever, you know, you want it to. So we've got the check page here again, more of map pages. I think that looks like China. And then this is a fabric flip up. I just thought the fabric was pretty. And you've got the fringe edge again. You've got the purple, more writing paper. And then I've got this little tag that I made here with, you know, the bees. Not sure why their wings are blue, but there you have it. And I just love this little detail that I did here. And of course, more journaling space. You've got the book page. I have an envelope here, pretty much like this one. And again, it is loose. It's open. I didn't seal it. So you can either seal it and make it into a true envelope, or you can just use it for journaling. And of course, you can move it around. That's why I have it here on just the clip. And I've got this back paper here, and of course, this page again. More writing paper, as well as coloring. So if you would like to color as a hobby, you know, this page can help you with that. It's more writing paper and just space for you to color if you wanted to. Then I've got, this is washi tape. I just thought it looked pretty there. It goes, you know, with the journal colors and theme. You got a little tuck spot over here, more of your music sheet. I love this beautiful paper here. That's the back side of it. Another envelope that I covered with washi tape and did a washi tape strip. And then these little flowers and the bloom and everything in here, just to kind of emphasize it. More magazine papers. Flower petals, guys. It says paler shades and true colors, but I just love the yellow tones. Different flower petals, they have, they're from the same color family. And then on the other side here too. Your checkered paper for writing, a little bit of map paper. And then this here, I made it from a die cut. Isn't that pretty? And that's how you can see it there. So it's a tuck spot right now, but of course, you know, you can use it for whatever you'd like, but it's just the details, just beautiful. And then we've got this beautiful blue page here. And again, more of the map page. Another die cut negative that I use as a border. More book pages. We got a little tuck spot here. This is made from like a film reel die. We have another tuck spot here. I just love this. This is a double tuck spot. Yes, it is. So you have the back, and then you've got the book page in front. And we have another one of these because I was trying to use up my scraps, like I said. But not a page of a journaling piece. Then you've got this, and this paper, the gold flowers in there, they're actually a gold foil. So they, depending on how you hold them in the light, they kind of glow and glisten. So I just thought that was pretty. And on this side, I made this little book page tag and put a sticker on it here. So it's just a nice combination there. Like again, another negative. This negative is actually from, remember all the way in front here? When I cut this out, this is a negative for it. So again, don't throw your scraps out. You can use anything, and then, you know, this forms a frame and you can actually write in there. And at the back, more book pages. I have another lace flip up. It's purely decorative. These are also, you know, negatives from that same, from here. So I use every bit of it. We've got, you know, the back page of that map page. You've got a pocket in here. We've got another, ooh, what do we call that now? It'll come back to me. Another journaling card. I just love this. And then you can stick it in here. Belly band. More fringes. And of course, you got the back of the map page. And again, same petals, different hue. So I just thought it was a gorgeous picture. If you can use it as you wish. Properties of red. And because the book is half the size of a regular journal, I had to cut the page down. That's the only thing, but it still worked out beautifully. And then we've got here more tuck spots. I just love this little vintage, looks like old journals and so on in the back here. Music sheets, letters that they put together. And this is the other side. I think this is Primavera paper. And here we have music sheet. We've got another tuck spot here, and it's just like a bit of a trivia challenge. If you like playing word games, you know, you can have some fun with that. And it lives in here until you get to it. And of course, we have the back page here. Spread seeds of happiness, and I believe it's the same double pocket. And of course, the seeds. So you can see, soft cover, right? Cardboard, and then of course you have the wallpaper. I didn't do anything to the front. I felt that this was enough as it was. But there you have it. That's how thick it is. 2 signatures. And of course, we have soft frill lace or fringes out here. And hey guys, so these are the 2 upcycled wallpaper journals that I have. I will have these. I just have a handful of each, like maybe 2 or 3 of them. So if you want to go ahead and grab these, it goes to go quickly. These will be in my Etsy shop. You can also find me on Instagram, Pinterest, and at KaiyuniKreations.com. And of course, right here on YouTube, and of course my Etsy shop. If you've sat through until now, thank you for hanging out with me. And if you leave any comments and likes that you have down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thank you for those who have newly subscribed and helped me get onto my 1,000 subscriber goal. I'm halfway there. And for those of you who've been with me all along, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys go ahead and have a blessed day until next time. And I will see you again. Bye.